All right, first grade. So we are going to continue with working on word problems, okay? And so the reason why you can't see my face is because I really wanted us to focus on the word problem because these are going to get trickier, like I said. Before we actually get started, I want us to remember 3 things when looking at a word problem. Okay, the first thing is always ask yourself, what is the story about? So we're going to read it and then think, what's happening? What's going on? What information did you learn? So did you learn that you have a part that you're looking for, or did you learn that you have parts? Remember our ice cream cone? So did you learn that you had some parts? Or did you learn that you had a whole and a part? Okay, so you have to be thinking about that. Did you have parts, or did you have a whole and some parts? So be thinking about that. And then always ask, what is your question wondering? And so those are the questions we're always going to ask ourselves as we work through the problems. And we're going to do the same thing that we always did. We're going to read the problem first, think about it, and then begin to build. So our question says, I had 5 seashells in my bucket. I kept searching and found some more. In the end, my bucket had 8 seashells in all. How many seashells did I find when I kept searching? Okay, so we're just thinking. Okay, let's read it again and begin to build what we see. Okay, let's build what we see. I had 5 seashells in my bucket. So how many seashells did we have in the bucket? They had 5. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seashells in my bucket. I kept searching and found some more. In the end, my bucket had 8 seashells in all. How many seashells did I find when I kept searching? So who's in the story? Or who's the story about? It's about the 5 seashells, right? Okay. And what are they doing? What are they doing? Well, they're searching. And they found more. Okay. So we had 5 seashells. They kept searching and they found more. In the end, they had 8 seashells in all. So I am going to end with 8 seashells. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm going to end with 8. So here are my 5 that I found. I continued to search and found some more. Well, if I'm finding more, is the number of seashells that will be in my bucket at the end big, getting bigger, or smaller? It's getting bigger. So when we want our total to get bigger, what do we do? Add or subtract? We add. Well, do I know how many to add? Nope, because it just said I kept searching and found some more. So I don't know how much is there. Okay, so when I look back at my questions, what is your story about? Well, it's about seashells and finding some more. Do I have a whole? Do I have parts? What do I have? Well, I have a whole, and I also have parts. Okay, here's my whole. I have my whole ice cream, which is all of the seashells in my bucket. And here are my parts, which is my seashell, which is my 5 seashells. What I'm missing is a piece. I'm missing a piece. So what do I do to find that missing piece? Well, I have 5. I'm going to need to add some more to get me to 8. So let's write our number sentence. I had, and we're going to write our number sentence down. We're going to write our number sentence up here. So I had 5 plus, I'm not sure how many, but it's going to get me to 8. Now, most of you are probably raising your hand being like, I know. But I want us to put this in another way just in case we don't know. Okay? And another way to do this, to figure out our missing piece, is to subtract. And how we would do that is we would take the amount that we have, like the total that we'll have in our bucket, which is 8. We will subtract 5 from it, and it will get me what I'm looking for. So here's my 8. Okay. If I take away 5 from it, what am I left with? 3. So 3, now does this work? 5 plus 3, does that give me 8? Well, we have 5. We put 3 more together. Does it give me 8? Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, it gets me 8. So when I look back, how many seashells did I find when I kept searching? I found 3 seashells. What do we think? I know it's a little confusing. Let's look at another one. Okay. So we had, oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Here we have, okay? And we're going to use our number bonds, and we're going to use our sentence just to help us a little bit more, okay? So some ducks were sitting together in a pond. 4 more ducks joined in. Now there are 9 ducks sitting in the pond. How many ducks were in the pond at the start? Oh, that seems tricky. It's okay. We keep on trying. So we're going to read it again. Some ducks were sitting together in a pond. Do I know how many ducks were in the pond? Nope. So I'm just going to put a little line. 4 more ducks joined in. So if I have 4 more ducks that are joining in, what's going to happen to the amount of ducks that I have in the pond? Is it going to get bigger or smaller? It's going to get bigger. So if it gets bigger, okay, then we add. Well, how many ducks did we add? How many ducks joined in? 4. Now there are 9 ducks sitting in the pond. So how many ducks are in the pond at the end? 9. Okay, so I have 4 sitting in the pond, and I'm trying to get to 9. So what do I do? Well, we can use our subtraction, okay? So we can use our subtraction to help us. So we have 9 ducks in the pond. I can take away 4, and it will leave me with how many ducks? Well, here's 9. There's 9. If I take away 4, how many do I have left? 5. So 5 ducks were in the pond to start. Okay, so if I look at that using a number bond, what was my whole? What was my total? I started with 9 ducks. That was my whole, okay? That was the whole ice cream cone. Well, then I knew that 4 more joined. So that was a piece. But I did not know how many were here. So I had to give myself a question mark. So how I figured that out was by using my sentence of doing blank plus 4 got me to 9. And how to figure that out is to flip it around and to do 9 minus 4 equals 5. To make it a subtraction problem helps us to figure out that missing piece. So in my number sentence, I would have done blank plus 4 gets me to 9. And how I fixed that, or how I solved it, was 9 minus 4 got me to 5. So 5 was my missing piece. That was the missing piece of the ice cream cone. Okay? All right, so we're going to practice just 1 or 2 on your own. Okay? Remember to look at these and set up all of your problems. Okay?